Welcome into HouseOfSparky.com. I'm Bailey O'Carroll, joined by Josiah Destin, co-editor of HouseOfSparky.com. Josiah, ASU, they're hitting the road this weekend. They're traveling to Utah, getting ready to take on the Utes on Saturday. One of the biggest things when I was doing some research on this Utah team that kind of jumped out at me was the amount of turnovers that they force. So they have 17 on the season. They're averaging about 3 a game, which is a ton, second in the Pac-12. How does ASU kind of combat that?
Well, Bailey, I mean, that's a great stat. But, I did some research, too. I got news. ASU, they're first in the Pac-12 in turnovers lost. They've only lost 3 fumbles and 2 interceptions all year. I mean, that's 5 on the season, other than Utah's 17. So they've done a great job at, limiting turnovers. And what they did against Washington to limit those turnovers was time of possession. Arizona State had the ball for 8 minutes on that first drive with the Kalen Ballage touchdown. They had the ball for nearly 6 minutes when Ruiz hit that second field goal to go up 13-0. So, if you really get in the huddle instead of this rapid pace and just slow things down and think about what you're going to do, I think that'll help the Sun Devils.
And another thing that kind of jumped out at me about this Utah team was their receiving core. They have so many talented receivers on this team, and ASU's defense last week kind of looked like they maybe replaced every single player on their defense with a better version of themselves. How does ASU's defense combat this really strong receiving core of Utah?
I think it really has to do with the guys up front, even though the secondary for ASU has been, questionable last season, definitely this season. It's the guys up front who are going to make a difference. Arizona State had 5 sacks against Washington. That was the most all season against that team. That was the most all season since playing against New Mexico State for the Sun Devils. Now, Alani Latu, Renell Wren, big guys up front, they made a big difference. But it's also the secondary for the Sun Devils. Guys like Chase Lucas, Kobe Williams, they were rookies coming into this season. Now they seem to be more like sophomores or juniors.
And let's talk about Manny Wilkins for a second. He had a monster game last week, and I think he's really starting to kind of impact this team on and off the field a lot, his leadership ability, and then what he does on the field, it's reflective, so guys kind of want to listen to him because he's backing up what he's saying maybe off the field. What is he going to do in this game that's going to have a big impact on the Sun Devil team?
I think it's limiting the turnovers, just like what we talked about earlier. I mean, ASU's only had 5 on the season, and that's very much because of Manny Wilkins. He's only got 2 interceptions. That was that one game against Stanford. But in every other game, he hasn't thrown a pick now. Manny's looked great, but it's also because of his wide receivers. I mean, he's got Kyle Williams. He's like a bullet, really fast guy, coming off screens. Another guy, N'Keal Harry, might be the best receiver in the Pac-12, if not the nation. He almost has as many yards as he did last year with 555 through just 6 games. And then Jalen Harvey, he's like a first down machine, averaging almost 17 yards per catch on 3rd down.
Very impressive stats. And let's get some predictions. Who do you think is going to come out on top? Do the Sun Devils get another big win?
I mean, as much momentum as the Sun Devils have coming off that big win against Washington, the Utes are pissed off, man. I mean, they lost 28-27 at USC. They could have beaten number 13 team in the nation, but went for it for that 2-point version, didn't do it. They're coming home. I think, just being pissed like that and having that home field advantage is really going to help for them. I say the Sun Devils keep it close, though, 27-24 Utah.
All right, there you have it. Think the Utes are going to win this one. We'll have to wait to Saturday to see what happens. Be sure to tune back into HouseOfSparky.com for all of your post-game coverage. For Josiah Destin, I'm Bailey O'Carroll. Thanks for watching.